Ow. Just when you thought this house couldn't get any more fucked up, baby.
All I can do is laugh. All I can do is laugh. Child.
Babe. Oh, Lord Jesus. Anyway, hi, house guests. Welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay. I finished my caffeine, so currently we're just drinking on some water, as always. It's going to be over 100 degrees again today in Arizona, and I'm asking myself why, and also how, and also for what reason, because yesterday the high was 87, and it was beautiful, and it was gorgeous.
Ew. 100 in September? No.
102 in late September.
Late September? Ew. Nothing. Ew.
No.
Well, anyway, it's not so hot here, thank God. But hi, house guests. Hi. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And baby, it is a lot of tea going on in this house right now, so I am sipping it up. I have so much tea. I should be sipping it up in my cup mug. Yes, God, because baby, it's so hot. I don't even want to give this a party. I just want to it's red hot. You can't see it because it's light, but I guess party it is. And panel full of cup mugs. Panel full of cup mugs. Bam.
And where could you get a cup mug, Lana?
LanaGsCreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses unless your country is on fire or in the middle of a war. Then there are some excuses. But after all of that clears up, cheer yourself up with the cup mug, period. And yes, I'm just drinking water because hydration is important.
Period. Oh, baby, this. Remember a couple weeks ago when we were all like, Tucker's gone, the game's gonna be boring. No.
Who said that? Not me.
Some people, not
Some
us.
people said me, not me, because I surely didn't say that.
Not me.
You can go back and rewind the tapes, baby. I was like, I don't think it's gonna get boring because of Tucker. I think it's just gonna open everything up a little bit more and make it a little bit more exciting. And we were right.
We were correct. Yes, we are. Oh, we got a lot to dive into. We're diving into the Sunday episode, and we are diving into the most up-to-date live feeds spoilers because. God help us all. But we are going to dive into those. But first, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things competitive reality TV. With a couple more fun things on the way soon. House of Villains in 2 weeks, Lana. House of Villains.
I know. I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Candy Muse back on my TV.
Sure. Let me see.
Tiffany New York Caller back on my TV.
So excited.
I'm so excited. And make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access. So, we come back. Last time we saw y'all over on, last time we talked about an episode, T-Core was evicted. And I'm sad about it. The house guests were brought back into the house. They're doing their thing. We left off on the HOH competition in progress. Cute little eye candy competition. We talked a little bit about it on the Saturday recap. So if you did not go check out the Saturday recap, go do that. Thank you. But this comp was very interesting because when we left off, and we were talking about it in our Thursday recap, when we left off, it looked like it was either going to be Angela or Robina. They were starting off really, really strong. They were doing the thing. They were doing what they needed to do. And Angela did end up locking in first
Mm-hmm.
with a pretty good stack. She dropped a
Good
couple
stack.
at the very end, but it was a pretty damn good stack.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she had 20 up there. Ended up with
She had
20.
20.
That was a good
Yep.
stat.
A good stack.
That was a good stat. That was a good stat.
Some people were getting it.
Yeah.
Some people were Cam.
Mm.
This poor baby.
He was just like, I feel like he got so frustrated and
Mm-hmm.
so defeated. He was just like, I'm gonna go sway and dance and move because I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
Right, literally.
I don't know what because I'm trying different pieces. They seem to work. As soon as I get it up there, they fall. So to keep myself from screaming, I'm gonna dance it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, Cam," and not Angela in the room, like, "Oh, but this could be Cam's to beat. He can. His is his to win. He can win this." And I was like, "He's not even close. He's not even close."
Not even. Not no. Him and Chemo. Not
Oh,
even close.
not even close.
Not even close. But we end up finding out that the top three for the comp, in no particular order, were Mackenzie, Rubina, and Angela. We do find out ultimately that Angela gets third.
I'll say in the order that you just said it.
Well, Julie, yes, it comes down to Mackenzie and Rubina, and Mackenzie does win her first HOH.
Not veto.
Oh, well, Julie.
Wrong one.
Mackenzie wins the HOH. Well, Julie. It's that kind of day. Mackenzie won the HOH.
Woohoo!
Who knows who won the veto? Who knows?
We go
But-
switch the banner right now.
Oh, yeah. I need
We'll
to go switch that banner roll.
That's what it was. We didn't switch it in time. That was from the last time she won veto.
I thought that was the HOH banner. I need to. I switched it. Anyway,
That's okay.
Mackenzie's the HOH. Yay!
Very happy, very emotional. Everybody.
And then we get
the most disturbing thing.
One of the most brutal moments.
It was disturbing, actually.
In Big Brother history. Janky's back on screen.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Hey, everybody. I love this so much. We had so much fun. We're going to do Janky Week one more time."
The way Rubina fell to the floor.
Like, no.
And then they killed Janky!
In a brutal way. They just start deleting limbs from Janky, like the arms left, then the feet left, then the body left, and Janky was on the floor just ahead, and he was blind and good the X's over his eyes, he couldn't see, and he was Jank, sing with me, and he wanted to sing one more time, and his head exploded. Poof. I was like,
I felt so bad for Janky.
No. Janky
did not deserve that. He might have been annoying as fuck, but he did not deserve that.
He didn't deserve to die like that.
And then Ainsley comes back with a brand new look.
She is red now.
And I have to say, Ainsley's looking kind of cunty now. I was like, the yassification of Ainsley. Come on now, girl.
Yes. It's okay.
Loved it.
Ainsley add a little red to the
add a little red.
Red.
And she tells the house guests Janky was too nice. She is not the same. Janky was too nice. And he had to go.
He had to go. I had
and if you thought
get rid of him. I had she literally was like, I had to get rid of him. I'm like, oh, Ainsley.
I will say it got a little too meta for me at one point. Where she was like, the AI is taking. I was like, oh, this is
Oh, right,
this is a
right.
little too real.
I was
This is
like,
a
ooh,
little
hold on.
too real,
I was
Ainsley.
like, hold on, Ainsley. She's like, I see why humans we
Humans
AI
have it like their spirit is easily broken. I was
easily
like,
broken. I was like, oh,
I mean,
hold
you're
on.
not wrong,
You're
but
not. You can't break our spirit, but like to say that's why AI needs to take over the world. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not, when we're on the verge, while we have so much AI stuff happening right now, please let's not talk about AI taking over the world right now. Thank
and
you.
then Ainsley leaves, and we get an in memoriam for Janky. They
As
did
we
a
should.
whole in memoriam,
As we should, because what they did to
as we
Janky
should.
was what they did to
What
Janky
they
was
did,
foul.
Janky did not deserve that.
No, it was rude. It was foul. I didn't like it. I was like, ugh, don't be mean to Janky like that. He didn't deserve that.
No,
He didn't deserve that at all.
no, no. I'm
But
like,
wow. But we get in memoriam. Chelsea is like, feel bad. Everybody's giving their Chelsea gave the eulogy for Janky
right,
pretty much.
of course,
She
of
poured,
course.
of course, she poured one out for the homies, and I was like, yes.
Period.
But they were just very happy that they could go back inside the house, and that's what they did. They were like, yay, let's go inside. So they go back inside. Everybody's happy for Mackenzie.
Yeah,
Janky calls them back to the living room because she got. I mean, not Janky. Ainsley calls them back to the living room
yes.
because they have more stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And Ainsley, I mean, after the whole HOH thing, Mackenzie gets her room, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Uh, the typical things that happen after
Yeah.
HOH competition.
Yeah.
But the next day, I guess, Ainsley calls everybody to the living room and is like,
Yeah.
listen, Janky was too nice. And I could not have him do this. You all had it real good in Janky World. I'm like, did they? But okay. Uh, she said, but I have someone, I have a robot who is not going to be nice to you at all. So everybody knew exactly who it was. And we hear zing.
It's Sigma! Yay! Oh,
Zing! Come to the kitchen. Zing!
I was so happy to see Zingbot.
I love it.
I love me some Zingbot.
I
These
love this
zings.
milestone. I love everybody who
Yeah.
gets to this point of like, this is another milestone in Big Brother that
100% on my Big Brother bucket list.
absolutely.
Zingbot.
Zingbot. I have to get
I
Zingbot.
want Zingbot to read me within an inch of my
Read me to
life.
Read me to filth Zingbot so I can be like, work.
And he did to these house guests.
These things were like, I was like, oh, whoa, hold on, Zingbot. To the inch of their lives? Yeah. 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 Let's start with the first one that I remember. He was like, there once was a boy named Tucker who Rubina told to pucker. The one they kissed and the house guests all cheer and then they sent that mother away. It's like kiss of death, Rubina. I was like, oh, that hurts because it's true.
It's so true.
It hurts because it's true. Because the house guests cheered them on, told them to kiss, told them to do it. They did it, and then they said, bye, Tucker. Get out. You can go now. I was like, that had me dying. And then he says, Chemo, it's so great that you are a mattress salesman because every time the viewers see you on the screen, they fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
Aloha,
Zing!
zing.
Not the aloha zing. Not the aloha zing. Oh, Lord, not the aloha zing.
So funny. I was like, wait a minute.
Aloha zing.
Aloha zing.
Oh my God.
Then we got the Leah zing, where he was like, Leah, I hear you're a certified chubby chaser, which makes them a certified dummy chaser.
Dummy chaser.
Zing.
Zing.
I was like, oh, oops, because she is a little. She's not the brightest bulb on the shed sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes she's really good, but sometimes light's a little dim. I was like, oh. Then he called Mackenzie a Bigfoot. Big
There's been a Bigfoot sighting. It's right there.
Talk about Bigfoot's tight jaw monster. It's right there, and it's Mackenzie. And I was like, and then we had Cam like, yeah, she do be having her toes out all the time, and the bottom of her feet be looking darker than my skin. Baby,
the way I
oh my God.
That is the single best thing Cam has done this season. Is that confessional. If for nothing else, I am so glad that Cam made it to Zingbot. If for nothing else.
I could not stop laughing.
Oh, God.
Then we got the namaste. It's time for meditation. You clear your mind of any thoughts, of anything. You have nothing useful to say, nothing useful to do.
The way everyone, Cam included, immediately knew.
It was him. They immediately knew it was him. He was like, oh, shoot. And he was like, namaste, Cam. It was like the namaste.
I call this one the Cam Zing.
Namaste.
Namaste Zing.
I was like, oh, yeah, Cam, you kind of are very, I think, have no thoughts in my brain at all. It's just like, when you're right, you're kind of right.
When you're right, you're right.
It is what it is. Then Chelsea's zing. He says, Chelsea, I like your face. Unfortunately, you will never have a chance with Cam. Awkward zing? I was like, not the awkward zing. Because everybody else was like,
awkward zing.
Because everybody was like, oh, ouch. Because everybody feels that way. They kind of like, yeah, she does it. That's kind of awkward. He said awkward thing. I was like,
and then the way Cam was just hugging Chelsea, like, no, you still have a chance.
Right.
I still would like to see it.
I hope they do have a chance.
But the best zing of them all, Lana.
The best thing of all things.
Angela is breaking down. Breaking down.
Angela is melting down.
Can't stop crying.
She wants to prove she'll win the game. She wants to prove she'll win the game. That ain't happening.
Literally. Unfortunately, Zingbot, it might.
It could still happen.
A lot
of moving pieces got to make it happen, but it could happen. But Angela got a whole song. Not just one verse, not just two verses, but three verses of a song. I was like, that's giving main character energy.
It really is, honestly. Oh
But
god.
those things were
Zingbot ate
wild.
this season.
Zingbot kind of ate him up this season. Kind of ate him
Zingbot
up.
ate him up, no crumbs, all of it.
Just
Just
gobbled him whole. I was like, ooh wee.
but
But after the Zingbot, we just go into the nominations because really it
yeah,
was a lot of conversations on what Mackenzie should do. Like she talked to
and a lot of
Chelsea.
conversations they didn't show.
Yes, yes, because it was conversation on conversation that we talk about from live feeds.
Yeah.
Like not Mackenzie, Chelsea was in her ear talking about what she would do. Cam was telling her what he would do. Angela was
Yes.
trying to tell her what she should do. Leah was like, "We got this. I had your back since day one." They talk about, "Yeah, we doing it. They celebrating together. So she's like, "Yeah, we got this." We talked about this on the Saturday's episode that how Leah was trying to convince her to put up
Yeah.
Chemo and Rubina, or you know, and make that happen again. Da 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 da. It's fine. We already got rid of T-Core. We can just get rid of one of them again. Be fine. Everybody was pretty much pleading their case. But when it came down to it, the nominations, Mackenzie decided to put up Angela and Chemo as
Yeah.
the initial noms. And that was fine. Angela at this point was the target for Mackenzie. Chemo was just the pawn. So that's where we left off on Sunday's episode.
And I'm gonna make this transition to the live feed real quick because I just need to talk about these damn feeds. So thank you for joining us. We will be back on Thursday, right after the live eviction, to talk about the double eviction.
Yes. If you don't want to hear spoilers, this is your time too.
Bye. Goodbye. Thank you for leaving. But first, subscribe, like, and share on your way out. Check out the links below. Thank you very much. Okay. The bullshit, the shenanigans, the buffoonery that has been going on in this here house.
Baby.
Let's talk about the veto. So, veto player picks everybody but Rubina. Everybody but Rubina. I had initially speculated, based on what we knew about the comp, the amount of time it took, and who won, and like the fact that it's a timed veto. I was under the impression that it might be BB Comics. It sounds like instead that's not the case, and it was a movie-based, individually timed veto. Somewhat tying in the new movie, The Wild Robot.
Okay.
Because 4 of them got to go see The Wild Robot on Sunday night, I think.
Okay.
But we found out that Mackenzie won the power of veto. If you watched earlier in the episodes, okay, whatever. Lana, fuck off. I'm so shocked. But yes, Mackenzie won the veto, and not only won the veto, demolished the veto. Crushed everyone in the veto.
I think the closest person to her score was
like
somebody
13 minutes away.
No, 20 minutes. They scored.
Was it?
They had 20 something minutes. She did it in 9 minutes.
Angela and Chemo timed out.
I said, ooh, so that's only saying here's your semi-big target to here's your target.
And
now,
she now, with this veto win, she now matches Tucker for most competition wins this season.
Yep.
Good for you, gal. And but we thought, Mackenzie thought, the house guests thought, this was going to be the first time this season that the veto was not used. Well, Julie, or should I say AI Julie, we'll talk about it. That was not the case.
No. because
And then
somebody decided we need to change some things up around here.
somebody decided, oh, I couldn't get her to nominate Leah immediately. Ooh, well, let's try to get her as the renom. And that
Listen,
person is
it's
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Chelsea went to work this weekend.
When I tell you, Chelsea said, let me bake my plate. Hold on. I'm hungry. And started devouring. She said, let me get to work. And she did it the way she always do it. Very subtly, never pushing, just saying, this is what I'm hearing, and this is what I heard, and this is what's happening.
Yep.
She's saying this, and I don't know if she trusts you. She don't. I mean, it's up to you. You make the decision because I'm gonna support you, whatever you decide to do. But this is what's going on, and I don't know if we should have the room to keep her this week. But like I said, I'm totally behind everything you say. It's up to you. I will support you and back you, and whatever you want to do, we'll do it. Da da da. She went to work. She went to Cam and said, "Hey, just drop little nuggets to Mackenzie. We don't have to push her. Just drop a little nugget. Just one little thing, one little complaint about something else Leah said, and something else Leah said, and something else." And then she would go to Rabina, and she would go to Chemo, and she would drop those same little nuggets, who will then go to Mackenzie and drop the same little nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
And she went to work. And baby, by the time we get to veto, the night before the veto nominations, the veto ceremony, Mackenzie is like, maybe I should put up Leah. I don't know if I trust her. And I don't know when we're going to have time to do it again. Maybe I should put her up. Should I tell her that I'm going to put her up? And Jess was like, did she tell you who she was putting up? She was like, no. So I don't have to tell her. She was like, I ain't got to tell her nothing because she didn't tell me. And I was like, oh, not only did Chelsea make this girl change my whole mind about the one person who would definitely give her a jury vote in the jury at the end, but then she made sure that she blindsided her. So she was already going to be mad and maybe take her vote away, but then you blindside her and she's definitely going to be bitter against you in the jury house. And MJ took the bait and she fell for it. And she decided to take Chemo off the block and put Leah up in her place. And I was like, I was going through the live feeds on, I want to say it was Monday morning or Sunday night. Sunday night, I was looking at Sunday night. And I was like, this is not happening. This is not happening. I know she not, because she was so against it. Yesterday, she was so against it. I watched the clips and she was so against it Saturday night. Was like, no, I'm not doing Leah. I won't nominate Leah. I can't do it. I want, for jury's sake, and I won't nominate her. Cam was like, that's fine. I'll do it next week. We'll do it next week. It's fine. Da da da. I'm just like, what happened in these two is a day? What happened in a day? And I saw it. I saw the clips. And I was like, oh,
yep,
my God. Chelsea did the dang thing. And if Leah goes home, it's because Chelsea made it happen. And can't nobody take that move away from her.
Nope. And hey, vindication for T-Core. I'm not too mad at it, honestly.
Period. Because, baby,
I'm not too mad at it.
Chemo and Rubina were itching to get rid of Leah. Because of
Chemo and Rubina were thrilled. This post-veto feed situation where Rubina and Chemo are thrilled. Angela is crying and running to the HOH room. Leah, I think, literally spent like 6 hours in bed by herself.
between bed and the DR. That's what she
Yeah.
was. She was stunned. She was gooped. She was
Yep.
shooketh. She was gagged that
Hmm.
Mackenzie would use the veto on chemo and take and put her up, and then put
Yep.
her up next to Angela, who she knew was her only vote.
Yep. And I will say, with this veto being used, it means that 10 out of 10 weeks, the regular veto has been used, 11 out of 12 total vetoes used, and that does match the US season record for most vetoes used with BB 14,
Whew.
and it matches 10 out of 10 vetoes used on BB Can 11.
Mm.
And it also means that with 6 of the vetoes being used on someone other than the veto holder, this season has broken that record,
Wow.
which was previously set at 5, tied between BB 14 and BB 24.
Wow. Wow. Just wow.
You just cannot script this season. Like this, I have said it all season. We are sitting in an all-time Big Brother season right now.
Yep.
I'm thankful to be here.
This is
I am thankful that this season is eating for all of the right reasons and all of the wrong reasons.
I put it like this. If they don't show this season in sequesters from this point on, I don't know what they're thinking. Because
Yeah.
this is how you strategize, this is how you play, and you can like the character or not like a character, but you got to respect the gameplay of everybody in that house. If they are
Yes.
furniture to the ones who are being the most strategic, you have to
Yep.
respect everybody in that house for their role in this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's so wild.
I want to talk also about something that happened right before the veto meeting,
Mm-hmm.
where we had, I believe it was Rubina and Chelsea talking outside, talking about the plan for
With
Mackenzie
chemo.
to put Leah up. Or was it Chemo?
It was Chemo and Rabina. They were by the pool
Chemo,
table.
Rubina, and Chelsea
Mm-hmm.
outside.
Mm-hmm.
And Leah was laying upstairs in the balcony. And when they realized Leah was up there, they were like, shh, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
She was asleep for a minute, but she heard her name and Angela's name, and she was
Had
like,
Leah heard anything else, this week would have gotten messier.
super messy. And she heard it, went to Mackenzie, was like, I think I'm being paranoid, but they were talking, and I heard the shushes, and I don't know if they were talking about me. I heard my name, I heard Angela's name, and Mackenzie was like, no, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're being paranoid. I don't
You're
think that.
fine. Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine. I was like, oh, you're lying to her face too. Oh, Mackenzie.
Oh, God.
Oh, baby
And then
girl.
Mackenzie has the nerve, the cheek, the gall, the audacity, and the gumption to make Leah cookies as an apology. You can't script this shit.
You cannot. Talk about some. You can eat them or you don't. That's okay. I just wanted to give these to you. I was like, girl, I wish I was playing a game, and
I
the
wish a
person
bitch
who
would.
will put me up and then bring me cookies. I would have threw them cookies right back at you. Girl, if you don't get these cookies out my goddamn face.
It would have been full on Serena to
Serena.
Cordell. Nope.
Oof. Nope. Take these cookies on. I don't want them.
I don't want
I
them.
don't want them.
Baby.
Please. And then we had Chelsea, Cam, Rubina, Chemo all up consoling Mackenzie. Like, you did what you had to do. Girl, it's okay. It's a game. Don't you worry about it. This is all part of this game. And boosting her up. And so she's like, yeah, Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm not like Tucker. I don't want to send the weak people, I mean, all the strong people home. I want to go against the strongest. I don't want to be. I was just like, you're next. If you keep talking, you're going to be next. And with us knowing that it's a double this week, baby, baby. Oh,
But to make matters crazier,
yeah,
last night
yeah.
they started getting messages from AI Julie,
Mm. I can't wait till we
where
can
the
see.
first one was something to the effect of everybody's in danger
Yeah.
and that she'll be back soon. So now the house guests are spiraling, saying, "Oh, Julie being gone last week was intentional."
She
And
literally
then
had
they've
COVID.
they've been getting messages. I believe it. They're all from AI Julie. I
Mm-hmm.
believe. Um, the second one was talking about the government tracking Ainsley's thought patterns and found out she got great pleasure in terminating Janky. She had FUN. And then there's another one talking about how Ainsley's blue and bald. Don't call out this woman for being bald. First and
Right.
foremost, she could be bald.
This is when
Wait,
what?
do you think Ainsley is just Christy? Because
Stop it.
she's
Shut
loud.
Stop it. Stop it. No. No.
Loud.
No.
Anyway,
I think Ainsley is about to turn into Julie.
you
About to
think?
turn into Chinbot. I think we're gonna get Chinbot.
Are we gonna get
I think we're
Chenbot?
gonna get Chinbot. I think we're gonna get Chinbot for the rest of
If
the season.
this whole season
It's been Chinbot the
was
whole
to
time.
set up for Chenbot,
I would
I'm
love
done.
it. I would love
I'm
it.
done.
I would love it. They have to do it. You have the perfect opportunity to bring out Chinbot. You have to do it. Like, get Julie in one of those suits and cover her with those wires and let her do her thing. We gotta get Chinbot. We have got to get Chinbot. That would only make sense.
I would. Is that why Julie was like, "Oh, I love this twist"? Is
Yes,
that what?
that's what I'm saying. I've been saying this from the whole thing. I'm like, we are going to get Chinbot at some point. Ainsley is going to turn into Chinbot. And so when Ainsley came back with this red number on and the new Jenny, new Ainsley, and now the government is tracking her thoughts and all this stuff, it's time to get rid of
And
Ainsley.
AI Julie is saying that to join me in the resistance to find the missing jurors that Ainsley has kidnapped, apparently. And I guess they found some of Quinn's hair. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck is going on?
I'm telling you, it's gotta be Chinbot.
Like, the fate of Big Brother rests in your hands.
This is so wild. This is so wild. I love it. I love it.
Like,
I love it. I love it. I can't wait to see what happens. This has been
and
so entertaining.
then, and then,
Then,
Mackenzie and Leah have a conversation.
mm-hmm.
Mackenzie is trying to convince Chelsea, or not trying to convince Leah, that Chelsea wants to work with her. And then Leah and Mackenzie have figured out that Chelsea has been behind all of the last couple of renoms and evictions.
Mm-hmm. So now Mackenzie now has to convince Chelsea not to vote out Leah. And Chelsea's like, No.
Leah is apologizing repeatedly. Chemo and Rubina are catching all the strays in this conversation. Like, oh my
It's
God.
this week. Oh,
This house.
it's so wild.
This house.
It's so wild.
Oh my God.
Mackenzie is regretting putting Leah up in the first place now. Chelsea knows Mackenzie is regretting putting Leah up right now. And so Chelsea is talking to Rubina and Chemo as like, we got to get rid of Mackenzie now. So if Leah goes home, which is probably likely, Leah's going to go home this week.
Yeah.
She leaves. If Mackenzie, and this is a double, if Mackenzie does not win HOH or veto, I can
Well,
see
Mackenzie can't win HOH.
Oh, she can't win HOH. If Mackenzie does not win veto, I think she can go home.
She's gone.
She's gone if she does not win veto. But with the way this house is going, who knows what can happen? Who really knows? And guess what? I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for more of these
so
live feeds to
excited.
see what the heck is going to happen in these next 2 days. And also what the veto actually was. So we can see how Mackenzie just destroyed that. And see more conversations, hopefully, that we didn't see on live feeds. But as of right now, this season is eating. And if you are not appreciative of this season, I don't know what you look for in Big Brother. What do you want to see? Because this is giving us everything. It's people who I love. It's people who I don't like. It's people who I just have to respect the game regardless of how I feel about them.
And every single person is wildly fucking entertaining.
In one way or another. So good. I'm enjoying the season. And I think that's where we end it. That's all we got.
That's what we're going to leave you off on today, with a big old Tuesday update, because Jesus, this house is wild, wild, wild. But we will be back on Thursday, right after the double eviction, to talk whatever the fuck goes on in the double eviction. I don't know what's going to happen.
Who knows?
Truly have no clue. Lana, let's do some predictions real quick before we go. Who do you think is going home first in the double?
Leah.
Who do you think is going to win HOH, veto, and who is getting evicted in the second part of the double?
Okay. This is who I want. Leah's going to go home first.
Yep.
I think Chelsea wins the HOH.
Okay.
Or, you know what? I'm going to say that. I'm going to say Rubina wins HOH.
Okay.
I'm going to say Rubina wins HOH. Mackenzie, Cam goes up. No, Mackenzie, Angela goes up. I say Cam wins veto. Noms stay the same. Mackenzie goes home.
Okay. I'm going to say Leah goes home.
Mm-hmm.
To make it different, because I was also going to say Rubina. I'm going to say Chemo wins HOH.
Okay.
Nominates Cam and Chelsea. Mackenzie wins veto. Takes Chelsea off the block with the veto. Chemo puts up Angela. And they vote out Angela.
Okay. Okay.
It's gonna feel weird if the first time the veto isn't used this season is during the double. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm gonna say happens.
Okay.
All right. See what happens.
We'll see what happens.
We will be back right after the live eviction on Thursday to talk all of this buffoonery. And in the meantime, we've got a lot of other content. So thank you for joining. But first, make sure to subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug. And with all that being said, we need to get out of here because this house is just too wild. Cheers.
Cheers.
From way outside the Big Brother house, we've been the cup.
Love only yourself. No one else, just yourself.
Good night, house guests.
Bye.